Good morning, children. Welcome back to English online classes. Today is the day 8 session. In the previous session, that is the day 7 session, we have discussed about how Patrick has found a small short man in his house. The cat was holding that doll, and he just thought it was a doll. When he went near that, he saw it was a tiniest man. Somehow he saved the man from the cat, and when he was saved, the tiniest man told him that he will grant him any wish. So the boy thought he was very lucky to get a boon from this man, he thought, and he told, you have to do all my homework, that is at the end of the semester, that is 35 days. Then the man thought this boy would ask for something else, but he was asking his homework. He felt very bad about that. My goodness, I have to do the homework. So they started, the tiniest man started helping the boy. You know how he helped? When he gave the homework, he just asked the boy that I don't know all this, all your subjects I can't understand. You please go to the library and bring all the books. Then I can refer and help you, he said. So when it came for tables, he said, what is this tables? We don't have tables at all. We elves, we don't have tables. We don't understand these tables at all. He said, go to the library and bring all the books. What all the books are there? Bring all the books and just show me, and you just pronounce each and every word. I must hear that sound, then only I can help you, he said. Then when it was for addition subtraction, he felt it was a mystery for him, because he don't know about the subtraction additions, and because the elves don't know about the human history. So he shouted very loudly and asked him to bring all the books. Then only I can help him, he said. So the boy ran to the library to bring all the books. Now in this day 8 session, let me continue the lesson, children. Please keep the books in front of you. Then you will understand what I am reading, children. As a matter of fact, every day in every way, that little elf was a nag. Nag means one who troubles someone. One who troubles someone all the time by complaining or asking him to do something. So nag means somebody is complaining for each and everything. Somebody is complaining for each and everything. Because you know why? When you want to help him in any homework, he used to shout at him, oh, I can't understand this. You go there and bring all these books, and I'll just then only I'll help you. So it was just a nag for him. It was a nag actually. Patrick was working harder than ever, and was it a drag. He was staying up nights and never felt so weary. Was going to school with his eyes puffed and bleary. See, actually he was not interested to do his homework, but when the elf came, he became very he became very tired also. Why? You know why he became very tired? Because the elf helped him. You know how he helped him? He asked him to bring all the books, and he asked him to refer. So after bringing the books from the library also, the elf did not help him. He asked the boy to read each and every word and pronounce each and every word very clearly. Then he used to help him. See how much time if the elf was not there, if he did his work by himself, he would have finished his homework within minutes. But by taking the help of the elf, because the elf don't know nothing about the human history, the human history, doesn't know anything of any subject, it doesn't know. So he told the boy to bring all the books, and the boy himself refer each and every word and helped the elf, and in return the elf also helped the boy. So you can just understand whether the boy helped the elf or the elf helped the boy. You will understand, children. So day and night he was, the whole night he was working out with the books, and he was helping the elf. In return, what happened? He was staying up nights and never felt so weary, and was going to school with his eyes puffed and bleary. So what happened? So the whole night he was waking up and looking at each and every book and looking at each and every word. What happened? His eyes became puffed, all became swelled. His eyes became swelled, and he was unable to get up in the morning to go to school also. Finally, the last day of school arrived and the elf was free to go. As for homework, there was no more. So he quietly and slyly slipped out the back door. So what happened? Finally, the last day came. Because what is the last day, children? He told that up to the end of the semester, that is up to the 35 days, the last 35th day came, and the elf was free to go. Because why he was free to go? Because the the boy said after 35 days, you can go away. Because his work will be completed, whatever the help he asked, it will be completed. So the elf thought that is the last day and he can go back, he thought. As for homework, there was no more. Because it is the end of the semester, all the work has been completed, all the homework has been completed, and there was no more homework also, and there was no more homework. And so he quietly and slyly slipped out the back door. So his work has been completed. The elf's work has been completed. Whatever has been assigned to him, and whatever the work Patrick had told him up to the end of the semester has been completed. So he thought he can go away. He quietly and slyly slipped out the back door. So without telling anything to the boy, he just slipped away from home at the back door. He did not go in the front door. He was slyly and quietly he left at the back door. Without telling anything to the boy, he left it. Patrick got his A's. His classmates were amazed. His teachers smiled and were full of praise. So what happened? The elf had left the room. He went away. Now Patrick got A's in all subjects. Why, children? Because he was doing his homework all the 35 days he was doing his homework. Before that he was very lazy to do his homework. But now he has completed all his homeworks. So he got A grades in all the subjects. His teachers smiled and were full of praise. When students do their work very well, what will happen, children? The teachers will praise them. The teachers will praise them, appreciate their work. They'll appreciate the work of the child. So all the teachers appreciated him. They all praised him with a smile. And his parents, they wondered what had happened to Patrick. So his parents were wondered because they know well about the boy. The boy he was very good and active. But he was active in water. He was active in playing outside games, that's football, cricket, everything. And he was also very active in playing indoor games also. You know what is an indoor game? Nintendo, a video game. So parents were really surprised how this boy has got all A grades. He was always he felt very bored in doing the homework. So they were very surprised also. They wondered how this boy had done all the work very nicely, and he has completed his homework and he has got A grades also. I don't know what had happened to this boy. Suddenly how the boy has changed, because parents will come to know about their kids now. If a kid is very good and very intelligent, they will not think about him, because if you had got A grades also, they won't get a doubt and they will not get wondered also. But if a boy who is very, he's active but very, he doesn't get interest in doing his homework, he always feel bored and he'll throw the book away and be going outside to play. What the parents will think, always the boy will be playing outside, he is interested in playing outside, but how this boy has got A grades in all subjects, how did he change? How he got the sudden change? So the sudden change in the boy is really a wonder to the parents. He was now the model kid. He became a role model to everyone. Because he has got A grades in all the subjects, he was very attentive in the classroom. He did his homework very nicely. Up to the end of the semester, he has completed all his homework very nicely. So he has become a role model to the class. He was now the model kid. Cleaned his room, did his chores, was cheerful, never rude, like he had developed a whole new attitude. So why you can say he is a role model? Not only getting A grades in his class, he cleaned his room very well. He kept his room very clean and tidy. Not only that, he did his chores, means his daily work to take his bath himself, to take his clothes and to wash it properly, or to press it very neatly, and each and every work was done by him. To fill up his water bottle, to check his books properly, to keep his bag very clean, to clean his room very neatly. All the work was done by his mother previously. But now what happened, children? After the elf has left the house, and it made him to do all his work by himself, actually. So he became a role model to everyone, because he did his work, everything. He was rude before. He was very rude to everyone. He was a good boy, but sometimes he was very rude to everyone. He did not behave properly. But now he is a very good child. So that is why I told he became a role model to everyone. He is a model kid, we can say. Developed a whole new attitude. His attitude has completely changed. Before he was a rude boy, he used to play outside. He doesn't care about his clothes. He doesn't care about his books. He doesn't care about his homework. Always playing outside, and when he came inside also he'll play with the Nintendo game. All this was his attitude before. He was rude to his friends. He was rude to everyone. But suddenly his attitude has changed. He has become a very good boy, and he has become a role model to everyone. You see, in the end, Patrick still thought he had made that tiny man to do all his homework. You see, in the end, Patrick still thought he had made that tiny man do all his homework. So, even in the end also, Patrick thought that he made the elf to do all his work. He thought the tiniest man to do all the work. But I will share a secret just between you and me. It was not the elf. Patrick had done it himself. See, actually, there is a small secret between us, children. The boy, that means the Patrick, thought that all the homework was done by the elf, he thought. He thought like that because the elf only helped him everything, he thought. But it is between you and me. What is the secret, shall I tell you, children? It was not the elf. Patrick had done it himself. The work, that the homework, all the homework up to the 35th day, that is up to the end of the semester, the whole homework was done by Patrick, not by the elf. Can you tell me how? Because when the homework came, when both sat to do the homework, the elf was unable to understand about the human history. It doesn't know about the multiplication, it doesn't know divisions, it doesn't know tables, it doesn't understand any English. How could you think that the elf has helped him? He just ordered the boy to bring all the books from the library, and the boy, the whole night, he searched each and every word, and in turn he helped the elf understand everything. He just explained everything to elf. That each and every word about multiplication or division or whatever it may be mathematics, it may be any subject. He explained everything to elf, and the elf understood, and it did not say anything. When it came to a multiplication table, it used to ask the boy, what is this? The boy used to help, oh, this is like this tables. So in this way, the elf made the boy to do his homework by himself. But the boy thought the elf had helped him. Actually, the elf did not help him in any way. The elf made the boy feel interest in his homework. The whole night he was sitting and doing all his homework by himself. But the elf did not help him in any way. It's a small secret between us. If you read the lesson, understand, children. Patrick had done it himself. Actually, Patrick had done it himself. So I hope so you all have enjoyed the lesson, children, from first to last. It's a very beautiful story, because the tiniest man I think you have ever seen. A tiniest man is coming and helping a boy is also very interesting. So you read the lesson completely and underline the words and refer the dictionary.